Hello and welcome to Soul-Voyance. I am Selina, and today I will be doing a psychic treasure map on who will be the next Prime Minister of Great Britain. So our runners for next Prime Minister, our candidates that are going for it and there are four of them, and these are who they are. So I'm going to be discussing the psychoanalysis and psychic predictions and the energies for these four candidates: Rishi Sunak, Mordaunt, Kemi Badenoch, and Shapps. I will also be discussing Boris Johnson and Jeremy Hunt. But let's go straight to Rishi Sunak, and the cards on the treasure map are the Knight of Cups and the Mountain. So with Rishi, he is coming in to save the day here. He's making a proposal, an offer of some sort. He's on his horse, so he's like a knight in shining armor. He's very, very popular as an energy. As an energy, I would say he is a director type energy. He's very well liked. He's very good at organizing and giving instructions to people. He can hold everything together very well. He works well under pressure. He's very charismatic. He's a good speaker. He's very confident. He's a natural commander, leader, and director, and he's well liked. So he has a lot of strong qualities to be Prime Minister. And at the moment, I feel a lot of the party members in the cabinet, in the Conservative cabinet, are really hoping that he's going to do it, because he is the one that can really change the economy and help to stabilize it. He has a lot of knowledge in economics. He was head boy at Winchester College. He went to Oxford University. He studied economics, and he has a lot of experience in finances and the economy. He was the previous Chancellor of the Exchequer while Boris Johnson was Prime Minister. So he already has a lot of knowledge about budgeting, and how to get the country out of debt. He's also somewhat of a prophet. He has made a lot of predictions on how Liz Truss's policies and government would go and plan out. And many of those prophecies and predictions have come in. So he could even have a slight psychic ability and intuition that can help guide him and guide the country back out of debt and back into stability. So this could be why he needs to be Prime Minister, because he actually can see the future in a very logical way. And he knew that many of Liz Truss's policies would not work. He has a lot of good ideas, and because of his knowledge of economics and previous experience as the Chancellor of the Exchequer, he actually is a very good candidate to help stabilize the economy and bring the country out of debt. He would also most likely keep Jeremy Hunt as the current Chancellor of the Exchequer. Sorry, Chancellor, not Councillor. He would most likely keep Jeremy Hunt as the current Chancellor. So those two would work very well together to stabilise the economy. So when I tune into Jeremy Hunt, he is not in the leadership battle, but my original prediction was that Rishi would be Prime Minister, but I also got a very strong feeling of Jeremy Hunt as well. And that could be because he in a way has been running the country with his new budget. And if Rishi was chosen, he would be Chancellor, Jeremy would be Chancellor, and they would sort of be running the country together. So I think that they would actually work well together. Jeremy Hunt is very practical. He's very logical. He knows how to problem solve. He's very fast, very quick thinking, and he does what he says. So I did feel that he would be either Prime Minister or very in a very prominent position in the country, and he has actually stepped down from being Prime Minister, but he's Chancellor. So I still feel he'll be very prominent. But these were the cards for Rishi. I have the mountain here. So this is all about Rishi helping the country to overcome obstacles. He's helping us to climb back up the mountain and really reach what we need to do, which is stabilize the economy, get ourselves out of several billion debt. The short-term official plan was announced, the mini budget by Jeremy Hunt, and that will help to get the country out of several billion debt. But we still got several more. I think they said it was around 20 or 30 billion more left of debt to find that money to get us out of debt. So the medium-term official plan will be announced on Halloween. And that was actually one of my predictions, that it would be on Halloween. And that is actually going to help us to get us more out of debt. So Jeremy Hunt has actually been very helpful for us, and I feel he will work very well with Rishi. So these were Rishi's cards, that he is very knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about, and he can predict what he feels is going to happen with the markets or with the economy. He can see what's happening. We've had a lot of instability, and the mortgage rates have rocketed up. House prices may have gone up between 6 and 10%. They may be able to go down again, and the interest rates come down again, and the inflation, the price of food, may come down again in 2024 to 2025 with the help of Rishi. If he can get us, if he does become Prime Minister, and he can get us out of debt. I think the total debt was several billion. I think we have around 30 billion left, as I said before. So they were the cards for Rishi. Let's look at the next candidate, and that is Kemi Badenoch. So for Kemi, he is not as well known. He did not get as many votes as Rishi, because Rishi had over 100 in the last poll. You need at least 100. So you need 100 plus votes at the moment to be considered for Prime Minister. Whoever is if there was only one candidate that makes 100 votes or more, they will automatically become Prime Minister. If there are two candidates or more than one candidate that has over 100 votes, there will be a vote within the Conservative cabinet between the two or three, or whoever it is. At the moment, they are saying that it could very well be Rishi and Penny Mordaunt that will be the two contenders, all depending on how many votes Penny gets. But let's look at Kemi Badenoch. He did, it's a lady, she did actually run for the last poll when Liz Truss was running for the poll to be Prime Minister, and she didn't quite secure enough votes to make it to the final three. But she is popular and she's well liked. She may not have, they're saying she may not have the experience that Rishi Sunak has, but she had some good ideas and was, I would say, more of a diplomatic peacemaker with everybody, because she was sort of getting on with everybody. But I don't think she fully supported Liz Truss's ideas. So, but she may still run. I think she's still running for it, but she's not a favourite, Kemi. But she has some good ideas, and she has her top quality would be that she is a peacemaker. She is more of a mediator, a supporter as well, and quite knowledgeable as well. So that's Penny with the Knight of Swords. She's rushing in there with her ideas. She's coming in. She's saying, this is what I think I want to do. This is what I think this will bring to the table, and it will help the economy. And with the child here, with the LeNormand card, she may actually be very good at working with children or helping children, be very good for schools, school policies, education system. She may even have worked with children in the past. So this is actually some very good cards for Kemi Badenoch. The next candidate is Penny Mordaunt. And we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lady card. So this is all about turn of events for her. She is a very lucky person. She brings a lot of luck to people. She's very likable. She's very well presented, nice hair, nice outfits, very down to earth, very grounded energy. She really is in touch with people that are suffering. She really empathizes. She has a lot of empathy. When I saw her campaign, I saw recently she really understands about what the people are going through with the economy and income, financial and energy crisis. She has her roots are based in Portsmouth. She grew up in Portsmouth, or she had direct links to Portsmouth growing up. She also has served in the Royal Navy as a reserve. So she has understanding of military ideas, military knowledge, which could also help with what's going on with the war in Ukraine. So she definitely has some experience with the Royal Navy. She also was briefly the Secretary of Defence, the Defence Minister. So she also has a lot of knowledge about that as well, again, with the military links there, and defence. Ministry of Defence as well, knowledge of that. So she's actually a very knowledgeable person. She would be a mediator, humanitarian type energy. She would have a lot of empathy and compassion for the suffering, and anything she's saying about her policies, about her, if she wants to make a policy to bring us out of debt or to help with people that have lower incomes, she will actually make sure she sees this through, and that the policy is implemented, and that it really does help the people, because she actually feels a lot for the people. And that's why she's so popular as a candidate for being Prime Minister. Now, my personal prediction, I haven't done the full map yet, but I am going with Rishi as being Prime Minister. But if with Penny, I feel that she's at the moment, she's the leader of the House of Commons, but if Rishi becomes Prime Minister, he could give her a slightly higher role or a more responsible role with that. So she could still be a very prominent figure in the Conservative cabinet and still be able to really help us. So this is good. She's very diplomatic. Last thing I will say for Penny, she's very diplomatic. She did give some sort of support with Liz Truss, like when Liz Truss couldn't make the debate, she stepped in, and she actually did give support. So she's compassionate. She doesn't judge. She doesn't mock. She doesn't judge. She is there for you, and as a country, she's there for you. So I really like Penny as a person. I really warm to her energy. With the Lady card, this is all about her being very ladylike and very strong energy, very strong kind of maternal energy, mother figure type, that is going to really give a lot of support to her fellow peers as well, to her fellow members in the cabinet. And she's just really just and fair, and she will always make the decision she makes is always based on what's right for humanity, and that's what's so lovely about her. So that's Penny. Now, finally, our last candidate that we feel is going in for Prime Minister is Grant Shapps. Let's look at him. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Anchor. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it's all about finances, skills, talents, building a brighter future. So he may have a lot of ideas to build a brighter future, help us stabilize the economy. He's got some good ideas. He did not back Liz Truss with her policies, as many didn't, and he has some strong opinions. He is also very knowledgeable in finances, and very, very knowledgeable with the economy as well. And he's not as well known as some of the other candidates going forward, but he didn't get as many votes as Rishi Sunak, but he is well liked, and he has some really good ideas. I would say he's more of a logical person. He thinks things. He's very analytical, and he's very academic as well, and just a very clever man. And it's a shame he didn't get more votes, but it may be that he probably doesn't have the charisma that Rishi Sunak has, because Rishi, as I said before, when he walks into a room, you notice him. He's a leader, he's a director. That's his personality type. You know, he made it to head boy. Whatever he does, he rises up to the top. It's just his path in life, his destiny. But Grant Shapps has a lot of good energy as well. And the anchor means that he will be a stability in the party. He will have some good ideas. He will do what he says. And he has actually a grounding energy. He's quite grounded. Could also be a naval link as well, the Royal Navy, with that as well, which is be interesting to see. Finally, Boris Johnson. Oh dear. So poor old Boris, he has got the Tower card and the bear. So with the Tower card, we have seen him try to go for the leadership role. He's gone into the leadership race, but he's pulled out. I think it was yesterday. So that was when the Tower card is a collapse of ideas. Something fell through, a cancellation, basically. A cancellation, something falling through. But the good news is we've got the bear. So he's still trying to be strong. He's still trying to bounce back from the difficulties and hardships he faced, especially with Partygate and the fact that he had to resign. He's still trying to keep strong. And I actually foresee a lot of business projects coming in for him that I think he'll be good at. He still has some strengths, but I don't see him as our next Prime Minister. Merlin's challenge. Let's have a look at Merlin's challenge. Merlin, the master magician, what does he say? Eight of Cups. There could be a divide in the party. The challenge will be whoever is next Prime Minister, quite likely Rishi Sunak. This could divide the party a bit. Maybe some people are not happy with his policies, or there is a divide in that party. Now, I think Rishi Sunak could bring the divide together, but the challenge will be, how is he going to do that? Because it's still very divided. So Eight of Cups, some are turning their backs. Some members of the cabinet will be turning their backs, or maybe leaving, walking out, or not agreeing with all of his policies. It's still very, very divided. Some of them still support Boris. Some of them will support Rishi. And it's just, you know, it's all over the place at the moment. So Rishi's challenge, or whoever will be Prime Minister, will be, can they unite the party, bring them all together? Can they keep the peace? Selina's challenge, psychic Selina's challenge. What is my solution to Merlin's challenge? Psychic Selina's solution. My solution will be that whoever is Prime Minister should keep the peace and listen to what the people want, listen to what the members of the cabinet want, but mostly listen to what the people want, do what is right for the economy. If they can bring the country out of debt, then I think that will unite the party. Now, next year is our general election. It will happen around the time of May. Labour are a very strong party, a very strong contender to go for this, to win this election. So it will be the Conservatives versus Labour, really. They will be the two top parties that will be contending. If Labour win, Keir Starmer quite possibly could be the next Prime Minister. I haven't tuned in fully yet, but I know he has kind of the energy of a Prime Minister when I saw him speaking. He's a lawyer, trained as a lawyer and a barrister. He's very clever. He's very good at talking. And he has a lot of good policies and ideas. So that is something we'll look at for next year, but I may do a video on him soon. So that's another challenge, will be, can the next Prime Minister quite possibly Rishi Sunak, can he survive, his party to survive the next general election next year? That's the next challenge for him. It's two challenges. Let's look at the forest path. What is the forest path they're going on? And it's the resolute path from the Arthurian legend. The resolute path was drawn last time as well with this Prime Minister Liz Truss whole cabinet saga. So this is obviously a running theme of resolution. There will be a resolution to this. Whoever is Prime Minister will be able to keep the peace as much as they can and do what is right for the nation, help stabilize the economy, get the country out of debt. That is the main priority here. And I see a resolution to this. This is the good news. I do think 2024, April being the new year, new tax year of 2024, will be a better year financially. Interest rates could start to come down. Property prices will start to fall. So the resolute path brings us back to prosperity, brings the pound back to being stronger as well. And it's just, that's a whole different conversation. The pound being stronger, the sterling, it's all about the markets and just strengthening our economy. So at the moment, everything is all over the place, but resolute path. And finally, we have the buried treasure. So what is the outcome? Who will be Prime Minister and what is their buried treasure? We have the Magician card, we have the Crossroads, and I have a magic rune, which is called Ken. It's about energy, positivity, knowledge. Knowledge, lust, passion, but passion for life as well. Knowledge, it's called Ken. Ken, this special magic rune stone, positivity and knowledge. So whoever is going to be Prime Minister will bring us positivity. They will bring knowledge to this. They will have a lust for life. They will have a lot of passion and energy when they talk. With the Magician card, this is all about new skills, new talents being brought to the table. They are magicians. They will be able to turn things around for us. With the Crossroads, there will be a divide in the party and they will have to make peace between the two sides. The Crossroads is, it could either go left or right with them. They could either hold it all together, which I feel they will, or it could be that it doesn't quite work out. So it's like there's a really difficult decision. But with the Magician card and Ken, the rune stone, I feel they'll choose the right path and get us out of this difficult crossroads we're in. They will choose the right path. So that is my treasure map for today, for who will be England's, Great Britain's next Prime Minister. My prediction is it's going to be Rishi Sunak, with Jeremy Hunt still as Chancellor of the Exchequer, with Penny Mordaunt getting a slightly higher or more responsible position in power and role. And I see the two sides of the party uniting, and the country coming out of debt. So it is good news. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you would like to book a reading with me, please visit my website. The link is in the bio underneath this video. Please follow me on TikTok, where you will see all my weekly psychic predictions, world and celebrity predictions and outcomes. And you can subscribe free to my monthly blog, where you will get all the list of predictions I've made for that month, previous month, and all the outcomes and links to the news articles, and also all my links to my YouTube videos as well for that previous month. Remember, I will be doing TikTok Live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and I will be giving free psychic messages using my tarot and LeNormand cards. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, and share them wide and far. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for watching. I have been Soul-Voyance, Psychic Selina. Bye for now.